Welcome students to the online study. We will see the explanation of poem number 1, Dust of Snow, written by Robert Frost. Let's see the details of the poet. Robert Frost was a famous American poet. He was born in San Francisco on March 26, 1874. His father belonged to England and his mother was a Scottish immigrant from Edinburgh. In 1920s, Frost was the most celebrated poet in America. His poetic work include A Boy's Will, North of Boston, New Hampshire, A Further Range, Steeple Bush, In the Clearing, has increased fame and honor of Frost. This poem, The Dust of Snow, was published in New Hampshire in 1923. Let's see the theme of the poem. Dust of Snow is a small poem written by Robert Frost. This poem set on a wintry day. That means the day was a winter day. It describes about how the elements of the nature which we think to be dangerous, which we think ill, even that type of elements can produce something good. Like the poet had a wonderful experience in which he thought that he had wasted out his time, but somehow his mind and mentality was changed. He was dull and disappointed, but through the medium of nature, he was revived and renewed. Let's see the explanation. We will read out the stanza 1. The way a crowd shook down on me the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. It was a winter day. It was a day of winter season. It was snowing all around. Two things. It was a winter day. It was a day on which the snow fell down. Like mostly in the western countries where the temperature is very down, they receive snowfall. So same like that, in the winter season, it was snowing all around. A fine dust of snow had covered the top of trees. Now what happens when the snow falls on the earth? It covers everything. Mostly the houses, the top of the tree, the branches or the leaves are covered by the layer of snow. A hemlock tree was there out. Now the author speaks about a specific tree, that is a hemlock tree. The top of hemlock tree was all covered with the fine dust of snow. The poet was standing under that hemlock tree. Now see here, it was cold day, it was a winter day, moreover it was snowing, or it happened to be a day of snowfall. Now Specifically, the poet speaks about a hemlock tree that was out. And this hemlock tree is also covered by snow, dust of snow, the particle of snow. We can call the flakes of snow was covering the hemlock tree. Now beneath that hemlock tree, the poet was standing. As he was standing beneath that tree, he was thinking that he had wasted out his time. He was so regretting that his day was proved to be a wastage. He did not do anything useful in that day. He was regretting. He was just, guilt stricken that he wasted out a day. Now a crowd from nowhere came and perched on the top of the tree. That's the beginning of the poem, that a crowd from nowhere. That means it is not known from where it has came. A crowd has came and perched on the top of the tree. The sudden movement of crowd made the dust of snow fall down. What happens when the crowd comes and sit on the branch on the top of the hemlock tree? Suddenly, the snow flakes, the dust of snow began to fall down. This is a very natural incident that the birds, they fly, and whenever they want to sit down, they go and sit on the branches of the trees. The poet says that the arrival of crowd and its sitting on the hemlock tree is just an ordinary happening. That means it is very common thing. The sitting of the crowd on the hemlock tree is ordinary and common incident. There is nothing great about that incident. It is a common and ordinary incident. There is nothing supernatural, nothing important, nothing unusual in this incident. What incident? The sitting of crowd on the top of hemlock tree. On the other hand, the poet highlights the hidden importance through the medium of two elements of nature. First, let me speak about the hemlock tree. Now, hemlock tree is considered to be a poisonous tree. Hemlock tree is a poisonous tree. It is a dangerous tree. There are trees and plants which are very dangerous. Why they are dangerous? Because they are poisonous. If we touch them, they can spread out the poison, and we can also be in danger. We can lose our life by just merely touching on some very dangerous plants and trees. Similarly, this hemlock tree is considered to be the dangerous tree. Second, a crowd. It is considered as an ill omen. It is not auspicious. It is considered to be an ill omen. That means it is not a symbol of good. A crow is not a good symbol. It represents bad. It represents ugliness. A crow is never considered a good bird like dove. Dove is a symbol of peace. Dove is a symbol of, purity and holiness. But a crow is never considered to be a holy bird or a symbol of peace. It is considered for unauspicious thing. It is considered to be ill omen. Now, these are the two internal significance of these two elements of nature. One is crow, which stands for ill omen, unauspicious thing, while the hemlock tree is a poisonous tree, extremely dangerous for one's health. But these two elements of nature, two things of nature, left a deep impact on the mind and the mood of the poet. These two elements of nature, which are not good, which are dangerous, which are bad, but however, they left a lasting impression on the mind and the mood of the poet. It changed the mood of the poet. Let's read the stanza number 2. Has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I had ruined. Now, this is the second stanza, which speaks about the thing that the poet experienced after the dust of snow fell on him, as he was standing beneath that hemlock tree in a very sad mood, disappointed mood. He was regretting for having his day completely wasted out. So he was regretting. His mood was not good. He was disappointed, maybe frustrated. However, he stood beneath that hemlock tree. He happened to see a change in his mood, in his mind. This ordinary incident left a deep impact on the poet's mind. So far, it has been a very dull and disappointing day. So far, it was a very dull and disappointing day for the poet. The day has not gone well for him, but the falling of the dust of snow on the poet changes his mood. Now the poet welcomes the dust of snow as a good thing. His mood changes for better, and his spirit was uplifted. That means he got a change. He got a renewal in his spirit. His spirit is renewed and revived. Till now he was regretting, till now he was dull, till now he was disappointed. But what happens after the falling of the snow, after the flakes of the snow fell on him, and his spirit was revived, renewed, his mind was renewed and refreshed. And then he realizes that the whole day has not gone waste. Then he realized that the whole day has not gone waste. Those moments while he is enjoying the fall of snow, dust on him, are the happiest moment in his life. Till now he was regretting that his day had been spent waste, but now he realized that not the way is gone, not the day is gone waste. That moment he is enjoying the dust of snow falling all over his body, all over him. That was the happiest moment of his life. They lift up his mood and gladden the heart of the poet. Now he realized that at least some part of the day has been spent happily. Now he says that at least some part, some moment, some time of the day has been spent happily. In the end, the author feels the satisfaction. Satisfaction replace the regret. Thus, the author feels the satisfaction.